When you wake up in the morning, you're not just waking up to another day. You're waking up to another opportunity to rewrite your story. Every sunrise is a new page that God hands you, and what you choose to write on it determines the course of your life. But here's the truth. Most people don't wake up on purpose. They wake up on autopilot. They let the alarm clock control them instead of commanding the day. You can't live an extraordinary life if you start every day in a reactive state. If the first thing you reach for is your phone instead of your purpose, you've already surrendered your power. You have to command your morning. You have to wake up and declare what kind of day it will be. You have to decide before the world gives you permission. When you wake up, don't just get out of bed, get into alignment. Before your feet hit the floor, set the tone, say, today I walk in victory. Today I move with intention. Today I attract peace, favor, and opportunities. Speak to your day before your day speaks to you, because if you don't control your morning will control you. The difference between average people and extraordinary achievers is not luck. It's discipline in the first hour of the day. Successful people understand that the morning isn't just the time of day, it's a sacred space. It's the moment when your spirit, your mind, and your energy decide whether you'll live in chaos or in command. Every morning, you must become the architect of your atmosphere. Don't let notifications dictate your emotions. Don't let yesterday's worries spill into today's blessings. Stand up, breathe deep, and remind yourself who you are and whose you are. Start speaking life before you see it. The power of life and death is in your tongue, and what you say in the morning shapes the rest of your day. Stop saying, I'm tired, I'm broke, I'm stressed. Your mouth is writing checks your faith can't cash. Begin saying, I am strong, I am focused, I am favored, I am disciplined. Speak those words until your spirit starts to believe them. You don't have to wait for your circumstances to agree with your confession. Speak it until it manifests. The atmosphere responds to authority, and the greatest authority you have is your voice. Before you take action, get in alignment. There's a difference between being busy and being productive. You can move fast and still be going nowhere. Every morning, ask yourself, am I moving from pressure or am I moving from purpose? When your actions align with your divine assignment, success becomes predictable. It's not about how much you do, but how intentional you are with what you do. When you align your heart with your higher calling, you stop chasing validation and start walking in vision. Then feed your faith and starve your fear. Fear and faith both ask you to believe in something you can't see, but only one leads to power. Every morning, decide which one you're going to feed. If you feed fear with doubt, negativity, and comparison, it will grow. But if you feed faith with prayer, gratitude, and vision, it will multiply. The moment you open your eyes, your mind will try to remind you of yesterday's failures. Don't listen. Speak faith louder than fear. Don't rehearse the problem. Declare the promise. Visualize your day as already won. Close your eyes and see yourself walking in victory. See yourself completing every task with excellence, walking into every room with confidence and attracting every blessing that belongs to you. The mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and experience, so give it something powerful to believe in. When you visualize success, you magnetize it. When you see yourself winning before you start, you carry yourself differently. You walk with authority, not anxiety. You move with conviction, not confusion. And don't forget to move your body. Your physical state influences your spiritual state. When you move, you create momentum. You can't think your way out of low energy. You have to move your way out. Get up, stretch, walk, breathe deeply. Activate your body so your spirit can follow. Motion creates emotion. If you want to feel powerful, act powerful. If you want to feel alive, move like someone who's ready to conquer the day. The way you start your morning determines how you end your day. Your morning is your foundation, and no building stands tall without a solid one. Don't rush through it. Protect it. Guard it like it's sacred, because it is. That's the time when you set the rhythm for your life. You can't expect peace if your morning starts in panic. You can't expect purpose if your morning starts in distraction. When you wake up, give God thanks, give yourself time, give your purpose attention. Every morning is a reset. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday. You can begin again today. The moment you open your eyes, you've been given another gift, another chance to design the life you desire. Don't waste it scrolling, doubting, or comparing. Use it to grow, create, and lead. Speak life, align your spirit, feed your faith, visualize your victory, and move with power. Because the truth is, you don't need a new year to change your life. You just need a new morning. Change how you start your day, and you'll change how you live your life. So tomorrow, when that alarm clock rings, don't just wake up. Rise up, command the day, declare your purpose, and watch how everything begins to align in your favor. When you wake up in the morning, you are standing at the gate of your entire day. Most people don't realize that the first few minutes after you open your eyes determine the entire rhythm of your life. The way you start your morning sets the emotional temperature of everything that follows. But too many people wake up reacting to alarms, reacting to messages, reacting to problems. They wake up running, rushing, and panicking. They give their peace away before the day even begins. That's why most people live in survival mode instead of success mode. You have to command the morning. You have to take charge of it before it takes charge of you. The moment you wake up, you should set the tone with intention, not with reaction. When your eyes open, don't grab your phone. Grab your purpose. Don't check who texted you. Check in with yourself. Ask, what am I expecting today? What energy am I bringing today? What am I declaring over my life today? Because if you don't define your day, the world will define it for you. When you wake up, your spirit is clear, your mind is open, and your heart is listening. That's the perfect moment to speak power into your day. Say out loud, today I lead with faith, not fear. Today I walk in peace, not pressure. Today I expect favor, not frustration. Speak it before you see it, declare it before you feel. When you command your morning, you're not just preparing your schedule, you're programming your spirit. You're sending signals to your mind that say, we're not reacting today, we're creating. See, when you wake up reacting, you put yourself in a defensive position. You let the outside world control your inside world. But when you wake up commanding, you operate from a position of authority. You tell your day how it's going to go instead of waiting to see how it goes. That's the difference between being the author of your story and being a character in someone else's. You can't expect your life to shift if your mornings stay the same. Commanding your morning means you take the time to align your heart before you handle your habits. You speak gratitude before you check your goals. You remind yourself of who you are and what you're capable of. You say, I was made for this. I am equipped for this. I am ready for this. You start your day with clarity, not confusion, with purpose, not panic. When you command the morning, you build momentum, and momentum creates miracles. The energy you start your day with becomes the energy that carries you through it. If you begin with chaos, you'll carry chaos. But if you begin with calm and command, you'll carry power. So when you wake up tomorrow, don't roll out of bed like life owes you something. Rise up like you owe yourself greatness. Take a breath, center yourself, give thanks for another day, and then declare what that day will be. Productive, peaceful, powerful, because the world doesn't decide that for you. You decide that the moment you command the morning, you take control of your destiny. Your words are the seeds of your future. Every time you open your mouth, you are planting something, either life or death, victory or defeat, abundance or lack. Most people speak what they see, but the people who transform their lives speak what they want to see. You have to understand that your mouth is a steering wheel. It determines the direction of your life. If you keep saying, I'm tired, I'm broke, I'm stuck, don't be surprised when your life starts to look exactly like your words. You don't describe your life with your words. You design it. When you wake up in the morning, your tongue becomes a tool for creation. The atmosphere responds to what you declare. If you say today is going to be hard, your mind will start searching for proof. But if you say today is filled with opportunities, favor, and blessings, your mind will begin finding evidence of that instead. Your words give instructions to your day. They tell your mind what to notice, your emotions what to feel, and your actions what to follow. That's why you can't afford to speak carelessly, especially in the morning. Those first words you speak carry power because they are shaping the energy you'll carry into the world. Don't wait for things to look right before you talk right. Speak life before you see life. Faith doesn't wait for evidence. Faith creates evidence. When you start declaring abundance, even when your bank account is empty, you're not lying. You're leading your life toward abundance. When you say, I am healed, even when you feel broken, you are aligning your words with the promise, not the problem. Every breakthrough begins with a declaration. Your future listens to your voice more than anyone else's. You have to talk yourself into your destiny. even when you don't feel it. There are mornings when you won't feel strong, but that's when your words must become your strength. There are days you won't feel confident, but that's when you remind yourself, I am chosen, I am capable, I am favored. You don't need external validation. When your internal voice speaks victory, you can't speak defeat and expect deliverance. You can't talk small and expect to grow. The universe doesn't respond to your complaints. It responds to your commands. So every morning, stand in front of the mirror and speak life with conviction. Don't whisper it. Declare it. Say it until your own spirit believes you. Because your words aren't just sounds, they're signals. They attract what you're aligned with when you start speaking life. Before you see it, you begin to live from vision, not from memory. You stop being controlled by what was and start being guided by what can be. The power of transformation begins when your words stop reflecting your reality and start creating it. You might not see the harvest yet, but keep speaking, because the seeds you plant with your tongue will grow in time. So tomorrow morning, when you open your eyes, don't let fear be the first voice you hear. Let faith speak first. Open your mouth and command blessings, not burdens. Speak peace, not panic. Speak progress, not problems, because the moment you speak life, before you see it, that's the moment your life begins to shift toward what you've been declaring all along. Before you start moving, you have to make sure you're moving in the right direction. Too many people are chasing progress without purpose. They're busy but not effective, active but not aligned. They wake up running but don't know where they're running to. Movement without meaning leads to frustration, not fulfillment. That's why every morning before you start taking action, you must get in alignment, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Because when your actions are aligned with your assignment, success becomes predictable. Getting in alignment means you stop letting pressure push you and start letting purpose pull you. It means you don't just move because everyone else is moving. You move because you've been directed by vision. There's a difference between momentum and movement. Movement can be random. Momentum is intentional. Some people confuse motion with progress, but you can be spinning your wheels and still going nowhere. The question isn't, am I doing a lot? The question is, am I doing what matters? Every morning before you rush into emails, calls, or tasks, take a moment to align your heart with your higher calling. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? Is this serving my purpose or just filling my time? When your actions are not rooted in purpose, even success feels empty. But when your actions come from alignment, every step you take carries power. You're not chasing opportunities, you're creating them. You're not guessing, you're guided. Alignment is not about perfection. It's about direction. It's about making sure your intentions and your energy are going in the same direction as your purpose. When you're aligned, your effort produces elevation. When you're out of alignment, your effort produces exhaustion. That's why some people work hard all their lives and still feel stuck, because they're building where they don't belong. Before you take action, pause and connect with your source. Pray, reflect, breathe, ask for wisdom, clarity, and direction. Let peace be your compass. When you're aligned, you move with grace, things begin to flow. Doors open that you didn't have to force. People come into your life who match your purpose. Opportunities show up that fit your season. Alignment attracts what effort alone cannot. But when you're not aligned, everything feels like a struggle. You have to chase what should be attracted. You have to force what should naturally flow. That's why the morning is sacred. It's your chance to realign before the world distracts you. Don't start your day by reacting to demands. Start by reconnecting to your design. Get your mind still, your heart centered, and your spirit focused. Because once you're in alignment, your actions will have direction, your direction will have power, and your power will have purpose. So don't just wake up and run. Wake up and align. Let your soul set the strategy. Let your purpose lead the plan. Because when your actions come from alignment, you stop striving and start thriving. You stop chasing results and start walking in rhythm with destiny. Alignment turns activity into impact. And that's where transformation begins. Every morning when you wake up, you're feeding something. You're either feeding your faith or you're feeding your fear. Can't feed both and expect one to die. Whichever one you give the most attention to will grow stronger. Faith and fear are both belief systems. One believes in the possibility of greatness and the other believes in the certainty of failure. One says, what if it works? And the other says, what if it doesn't? The direction of your day depends on which voice you choose to listen to. Fear doesn't disappear just because you want it to. Fear dies when you stop feeding it. You feed fear by focusing on problems instead of possibilities, by rehearsing your failures instead of renewing your faith, by spending your mornings scrolling through comparison instead of cultivating confidence. When you give fear your attention, it multiplies. When you give faith your attention, it magnifies your power. What you feed with your thoughts becomes the atmosphere you live in. Feeding your faith means you start your morning in truth, not intention. It means you choose to fill your mind with what strengthens your spirit, not what drains it. Open your eyes with gratitude, not anxiety. Speak words that lift, not limit. Remind yourself that you've already overcome more than you give yourself credit for. Faith doesn't need everything to make sense. It just needs you to believe before you see. Every time you choose gratitude over grumbling, trust over worry, prayer over panic, you're feeding faith and starving fear. You can't conquer what you constantly entertain. If your first thought in the morning is about what could go wrong, you've already given fear a seat at the table. Kick it out. Replace it with vision. Replace it with affirmation. Replace it with the word that reminds you of who you are and what's already promised to you. Fear only has power when you agree with it. The moment you stop agreeing, it starts shrinking. Faith, on the other hand, grows through focus. It's not a feeling, it's a choice. You choose to believe that even when things don't look right, they're still working for your good. You choose to believe that the same God who brought you through before will bring you through again. You choose to believe that delay isn't denial, that closed doors are redirection, and that every test is a setup for testimony. When you feed faith with that kind of mindset, fear loses its appetite. Don't think you can walk in victory while dining with doubt. You have to change what you consume. The conversations, the content, the company. Surround yourself with people and messages that build belief, not those that breed worry. Every word you hear and every thought you entertain is either watering your faith or fueling your fear. So when you wake up in the morning, make a decision. I will feed my faith today. I will speak power over my purpose. I will see possibility where others see problems. I will refuse to let fear tell me what I can't do, because the truth is faith and fear both demand your belief, but only one of them will lead you to freedom. Feed the one that strengthens you. Starve the one that limits you. And as your faith grows stronger, your fear will have no choice but to starve to death. Before you step out into the world, you must see victory in your mind first. Every great accomplishment is created twice. First in imagination, then in reality. If you can't see it in your spirit, you'll never seize it in your life. Visualization isn't wishful thinking. It's spiritual preparation. It's the process of aligning your mind and emotions with the outcome you desire. When you visualize your day as already won, you step into your day carrying confidence instead of confusion, peace instead of pressure. Most people wake up and react to life, but those who win wake up and pre-play their victory. They see themselves walking with purpose, speaking with power, handling challenges with grace, and attracting opportunities with ease. When you close your eyes and picture yourself operating at your highest level, your brain starts to believe it's already true. The mind can't tell the difference between imagination and experience. So when you visualize success, you're not pretending, you're preparing, you're conditioning your belief system to expect greatness before it happens. When you visualize your day as already won, you're not ignoring reality. You're creating it. You're seeing the meeting going well before you walk into it. You're seeing yourself calm in traffic, composed in pressure, powerful in performance. You're setting the emotional tone of your day before the world gets a chance to set it for you. You're creating a mental movie of success and then stepping into it. The mind is a magnet. It attracts what it focuses on. When you focus on victory, you attract opportunities that align with victory. Every champion visualizes before they perform. Athletes see themselves crossing the finish line before they ever run the race. Leaders see the outcome before they take the first step. You must do the same before you check your phone, before you scroll through social media. Close your eyes and see your day already flowing in divine order. See yourself speaking with wisdom, making the right decisions, walking in peace and receiving favor. Let that vision get so vivid that it becomes your reality before your reality even arrives. Visualization activates faith. It's your way of saying, I believe so deeply in this outcome that I can already see it. That belief sends energy into your actions. It makes you walk differently, talk differently, and think differently. You move through the day not trying to win, but knowing you've already won. And when you carry that energy, everything responds to it. People, opportunities, even obstacles. You attract what mirrors your mindset. So when you wake up tomorrow, don't just see your day. Design it before your feet hit the ground. Run the highlight reel of victory in your mind. See yourself winning every small battle, handling every moment with peace and power. Don't wait for proof to believe. Believe first, and proof will follow. When you visualize your day as already won, you start living from the end result, not from the current circumstance. You stop reacting to life and start directing it, because the truth is, life will always rise to the level of your vision. If you can see it clearly, you can step into it confidently. So don't leave your day to chance. Create it with your imagination. Walk into it as if the victory is already yours. Because when you've already seen yourself win, there's no room left for doubt. Only the execution of what you've already envisioned. Your body is the gateway to your energy, and your energy is the fuel of your destiny. You can't think your way into a powerful state if your body is stuck in a tired posture. The way you move determines the way you feel, and the way you feel determines the way you act. If you start your day with sluggish movements, you're sending a signal to your mind that you're not ready. But when you move your body with purpose, when you breathe deeply, stretch, walk, or exercise, you're telling your entire system, it's time to rise. Most people wake up and go straight into their day without activating their body. They go from the bed to the phone to the chair, wondering why they feel drained before they've even started. Energy doesn't appear by accident. It's generated by movement. Motion creates emotion. When you move your body, you awaken your spirit. You shake off the heaviness of yesterday and prepare yourself to carry the vision of today. You don't wait for motivation. You move to create it. Your body and mind are deeply connected. If your posture says fatigue, your thoughts will follow. If your shoulders are slumped, your spirit will sink. But when you lift your chest, stand tall, breathe deeply, and move intentionally, your brain receives a different message, one of strength, confidence, and readiness. Movement tells your mind, we're alive, we're capable, we're powerful. That's why successful people prioritize movement early in the day. It's not just physical, spiritual conditioning. When you move your body in the morning, you release energy that was trapped during sleep. You increase blood flow, sharpen your focus, and awaken your creativity. You start to think clearer, feel stronger, and act bolder. Even a few minutes of stretching, walking, or exercise can shift your entire mood. You don't need a gym to elevate your energy. You just need intention. Move with purpose, not perfection. Move to remind yourself that your body is a gift, not a burden. Movement also breaks the chains of stagnation. It shakes you out of mental fog and emotional heaviness. If you wake up feeling anxious, start moving. If you wake up feeling unmotivated, start moving. Don't wait until you feel better. Move until you do. Your body was designed for motion. And when you honor that design, your mind aligns with it. That movement becomes momentum, and momentum turns into motivation. The way you move also affects the energy you project. People can feel when you're alive on the inside. They can sense your confidence, your clarity, your strength. When your body carries energy, your presence becomes magnetic. Opportunities are drawn to people who radiate vitality. So when you move your body in the morning, you're not just exercising, you're preparing yourself to attract the kind of day you desire. Don't let stillness become your struggle. Every morning, find a way to awaken your physical power. Stretch, dance, jog, breathe, whatever it takes to remind yourself that you're in control of your energy, because your energy determines your execution. You can have the best plans, the best strategies, the best intentions, but if your energy is low, your impact will be too. So move your body like someone who knows they have purpose to fulfill. Move like someone who's expecting favor to find them. Move like someone who refuses to live life on low battery. Because when you move your body, you elevate your energy. And when you elevate your energy, you elevate your entire life. Every morning is a new beginning, a divine invitation to rise, to lead, and to create. You're not just waking up to another day, you're waking up to another opportunity to shape your destiny. Each sunrise is a reminder that God has not finished with you yet. The breath in your lungs is proof that your purpose is still alive. But the key is not just to wake up, it's to rise up with intention. Command your morning and refuse to live on autopilot. Speak life before you see it. because your words hold the blueprint of your future. Align your heart with your higher calling so your actions come from purpose, not pressure. Feed your faith until fear has no appetite left. Visualize your day as already won. See yourself walking in victory before the world gives you permission to win, and then move your body, elevate your energy, and carry that power into everything you do. The morning is not just the start of the day, it's the start of your mindset. It's the foundation of your focus, your faith, and your flow. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you begin, because how you begin determines how you build, and how you build determines what you become. So tomorrow morning, when you open your eyes, don't just wake up. Rise up. Rise with gratitude. Rise with vision. Rise with faith. Command your morning like a champion. Declare your day with power. Step into it knowing that the victory has already been written. All you have to do is walk it out, because when you do this every morning, when you lead your day instead of letting your day lead you, everything in your life begins to shift. Your energy changes, your focus sharpens, your blessings multiply, and your purpose becomes undeniable. The life you dream about is not waiting for the perfect moment. It's waiting for your morning command. So do this every morning to change your life. And soon, your life will start to reflect the greatness you've been speaking, believing, and becoming all along.